bro? What brings you in today?
Just stress really from work. Trying to balance everything that's going on.
Well, tell me more about how your work is attributed to your stress.
It's long story short, my wife works at the same or worked at the same place I work at. She recently just quit, and it's kind of how I guess the upper management is. It's been kind of. I guess I'm getting a little paranoid about it.
What are some of the things that upper management is saying or doing that is causing you to?
It's nothing they've done to me personally. It's how they handled it with her. Like I've seen how I've seen how they handle things, and it really kind of made me kind of nervous a little bit. They the incident was there was a client that was very hostile and threatening towards staff, and she had to call the sheriff's department. Well, they kind of took it out on her, like that she made a big deal out of nothing.
I could see how seeing somebody else's situation may make you question if you do something, how they will react to you.
Yeah. They for the most part, I don't interact with them too much, but just because it's kind of gotten my put me on alert a little bit.
Well, what are some things you think that would need to happen in order to get you to not feel as stressed, or?
Well, for one, I just try to stay away from them. My boss, I get along with my boss and my boss's boss, so those are the two I really interact with, and I just kind of try to stay in my lane. They, I guess you could say it's kind of like they have kind of like a clique-ish at work with certain managers, and I try my best to avoid them.
So avoiding them. So what I'm hearing is you not going around with people that cause you stress is what helps to relieve your stress.
Yeah. I guess I just I didn't really see it coming, so it's kind of like opened my eyes a little bit to now I kind of question a lot of it.
So going forward, what are you wanting to work on or what would you like to see accomplished that you won't feel this way, feel so stressed out?
I don't like for it not to bother me because mentally I know it's out of my hands regardless, one way or the other, but I guess I like to have somewhat of a plan set up for if something were to happen, or one way or the other, if I stayed or decided to leave myself or whatever, just have something in place.
Have you gone to a supervisor and talked to them about your concern?
My immediate supervisor, yeah, and she actually, she shares some of the same concerns, which hadn't really helped. But I guess I kind of follow her lead as far as just, I gotta keep my head down and just do what I'm supposed to do. But I guess that's kind of what, with my wife, because I felt like she did what she was supposed to do. Somebody that's threatening you, you report it, and for whatever reason, they weren't happy with that. But she didn't get in trouble necessarily, she just didn't like the way they handled it, so she decided to leave. But it makes me not trust that if something were to happen with me, that they'd handle it right either.
Yeah. And that is a very valid concern, and I know if I was in that situation, I would probably have some of the same concerns as well. You know, it's almost like it's almost like you're afraid if you do something, it's wrong. If you don't do something, it's wrong.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I totally understand that. Have you talked to, I know you say you talk to supervisors, do your coworker treat you as if it's only upper management? I mean.
Yeah, it's for the most part, just, it's upper management. It's, I don't know what you would label them as, it's like all the head of all of the different departments, that level. There's apparently a lot of the lower level employees, I don't know if they feel the same, but there's a lot of animosity between the two. I don't know if maybe that plays into it, or if it's something else, I don't know, but.
So it sounds like you're saying there's a problem with management, and then it's a disconnect between the, how do you say, the employees and the people in charge.
Yeah, just in the way, kind of like, I guess you don't feel like they take care of their employees necessarily, like that they are there to support their employees. There's more of like a disciplinary management more than anything.
So what I'm hearing is that you're wanting, you need to, it's like you need to know that it's almost like it's a trust thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't trust that your management will properly handle a situation.
Right, yeah.
You know, that'll happen, that may or may not occur in the future.
Yeah. Like I said, I trust my boss and my boss's boss, but after from that level on, though.
And that can cause some anxiety.
Yeah.
You know. Well,
guess you could say it's kind of a control thing, cause like I said, I wanna have something in place for if I decide to go, what am I gonna do next, or if I decide to stay, how am I gonna handle it?
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah. So it sounds like you may be looking for another job soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, at least in this area, with, if I got another job, it'd have to be, it wouldn't be very, it wouldn't be like the same what I'm doing now. It'd have to be end up doing something different, because there's not, that I've seen at least in this area, that's that type of position. So I guess that's another deterrent in a way.
If you were to switch positions, what would you be interested in? Like, what type of things?
I don't know, really. I mean, I like working with kids, and I'd like to do that kind of stuff, but as far as positions that I have whatever you call it, but the educational requirements, or the experience requirements, that kind of stuff, I don't really have that, at least that I know of.
That sounds like it'll be a real barrier, you know, moving forward. It's finding something that's a good fit for you.
Yeah, I think that plays into the anxiety too, because I kind of feel trapped a little bit, and that's why not being able to plan that other option out if I wanted to leave. So I guess that kind of plays into the anxiety more.
So far we've established, that your job, working is causing you stress, upper management, not being able, or not knowing whether or not if you do decide to leave this job, if you'll have, something for you to go to, like, so all of that, plus feeling trapped, seems like it's causing a whole lot of anxiety and stress, and
Yeah.
almost like it's like I'd say hopeless, but it's just like almost like a lose-lose situation. Like,
Yeah.
if you stay in your job, it might be, I know, a bad situation. If you leave, you might be in a bad situation. So it's almost like there's no answer.
Right. Yeah. I guess I'm kind of just going, just waiting it out, I guess, at this point. I mean, I do enjoy what I do. I do like I said, my immediate boss and her boss. So I just trying to focus on what's in front of me, and not worry about necessarily the rest of it.
So, so what I'm hearing is that, I guess, going forward, we'll need to work on stress management, maybe ways to cope with stress.
Yeah.
I guess, is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah. I try to keep myself busy, so keep my mind off of it.
I guess. Well, listen, well, I'm glad that you decided to come and speak with me today. It seems like, um, you seem to be on the right track. You came to counseling. You're looking for help. So hopefully we'll be able to come up with some ideas that help you to deal with the stress and anxiety from work and dealing with your bosses or your management team.